Welcome everyone to another Rainbow Cup practice run. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Let's jump right into it. We got Quagsire versus Lantern. Super positive lead for us because we're running Earthquake. He's going to give us a couple water guns. We're going to charge all the way up to Earthquake. And we're going to let it rip. Now he knows that we're running Earthquake. We spar with Ooch fairly often, so he's going to block it. And we're going to try to go back to back on Earthquake because he looks like he's storing. But he goes for a Thunderbolt, which wouldn't have hurt us too much. We were worried about that Hydro Pump. We get a couple more Mud Shots in, and we rip off another Earthquake. Now at this point, he's wasted both of his shields. We're pretty happy about this. We know that with our next attack, we can KO him. So we're going to block him. He goes for a switch. We switch right into our Fortress. So not only do we have a Quagsire in the back with some energy, we're actually going to be able to store a boatload of energy off of his Venusaur. So we're just going to bug bite him away. Now, Frenzy Plant isn't going to do anything to us. Sludge Bomb isn't going to do anything to us. We are as happy as a clam right now. Now, with whatever comes up after this, he's going to get a Rock Tomb or an Earthquake and a possible swap out. Now, he does a great job here in letting his Lantern go down with a Rock Tomb. Now we decide to greet whatever comes in with a Rock Tomb, and lucky for us, the Charizard gets smacked up. Now, just in case that didn't work out, we still had that Quagsire. So, double shielding at the very beginning of that match was super advantageous for us because we had some really hard hitting moves for the rest of his lineup. Now into the second matchup, we go Charizard. He goes Quagsire. This is a losing matchup for us, but there are ways that we can come out on top. So we try to store as much energy as possible and let him attack first. Whatever's coming, we're going to shield. Then we're going to go right into a bait. Now he doesn't end up shielding this. So we're going to try to go right into a Blast Burn to see if he'll block this one. So he calls us correctly on yet another moveset. Now we're going to block Charizard because his Mud Shots aren't doing virtually anything to us. We're going to charge all the way up to Blast Burn and then try to let this Dragon Claw go out. So at this point, we can't do much about the Stone Edge. But this is a relatively farmable matchup for our Venusaur. So Mud Shots aren't doing much, but we are almost halfway to a Frenzy Plant. Ooch sends out his Charizard. We greet it with a Sludge Bomb. At this point, it might have been advantageous to switch, but we thought we could get to another Frenzy Plant before he got to Dragon Claw. So out comes our Quagsire, taking a Blast Burn to the face. He swaps out to his Venusaur. We're able to hit it with an Earthquake, but at this point this match is over. Maybe if we were able to surprise him with a switch into the Quagsire, we would have been able to get rid of his Charizard and greet his Venusaur earlier. But that Charizard was able to really do a number on our Quagsire. Now, on our third match, I go with Quagsire. He goes with Raichu. This is a winning matchup for us, so we're expecting him to switch out at some point, because electric attacks really don't do much to Quagsire. We go right into a Stone Edge. Not wasting any time here. Met with a block. Now at this point we assume it's a Thunder Punch, so he's trying to bait us. Call it correctly. And right as we're trying to go for another Stone Edge, we assume this is going to be a Wild Charge. So far we guessed correctly on both of those fast attacks. I'm sorry, charged attacks. We want to end this with a Stone Edge. Now we're at virtually no health, so when we see this Venusaur, we try to go right into an Earthquake. This is either going to draw a shield or put Venusaur in a world of hurt. We try to switch out, but he already hit the charge move. So we let our Quag go down, knowing that Venusaur doesn't have any energy left. Now our Fortress is going to go to town. Lucky for us, we almost charged up halfway to Rock Tomb. So we're able to hit this Rock Tomb and see our good old friend Venusaur again. Now we're going to swap into our Charizard because we know we can save Fortress for later. And these Fire Spins are going to do a bunch of damage to this guy. We just need to block one more charge attack, and Fire Spin will take care of the rest. Great third battle. Lucky for us, we picked the correct combination. We put 2 Lawnmowers in there, Fortress and Charizard. And they really helped us out, especially without any shields. Next match, we choose correctly yet again. We go Venusaur, he goes Quagsire. So we're going to go right into a Frenzy Plant. But he makes a nice switch. Now he switched into a Lantern. At this point I believe that he ended up picking the wrong Mon. So he just lets his Lantern go down. And I'm pretty sure Venusaur was what he was trying to switch into. We go into our Sludge Bomb first. He takes the hit. And then we predict that it will be a Sludge Bomb to bring us near. We guess correctly. We overcharge, go into Frenzy Plant, hoping to bait the shield. And lucky for us, we get it. Now it's a race to Frenzy Plant. Again, we shield this. And we go for another Frenzy Plant here. So now we're down on shields, but we have 3 Pokemon and he has 1. And these Vine Whips are going to hurt. He hits us with a Stone Edge. So we swap into our trusty Quagsire here, knowing that Azumarill is at full health in the back. He's going to do some considerable damage with an Earthquake. We're just going to go right into a Stone Edge, anticipating that he'll block it. Now we're going to go right into our good old trusty Azumarill. Azumarill will be able to take anything that his Quagsire has to offer. Earthquake will do about half damage. And we're able to bubble him down. So Azumarill, being one of the water tanks, is an excellent option as a safe switch, as a Charizard counter. He's just awesome. Next match, Quagsire versus Charizard. Getting really lucky with these lead matches here. So we're going to start aggressively tapping away right on that stone edge. We want to try to hit that as soon as it becomes available to us. Expecting him to block, which naturally he does. Now we're expecting a blast burn here. We get it, which is good. And now he comes with a really nice switch here. We decide to swap out into our Fortress. He's only about a Vine Whip or two ahead, so we do not need to waste any charge moves or any shields here. It's farming time. Once you land a Fortress on a Venusaur, it's an amazing feeling. Awesome. Now at this point we have a fully charged Fortress. Whatever comes in is going to get greeted with a pretty aggressive charge move. And they will either block it, like this Earthquake to this Lantern, and here comes the Charizard. We were oh so close to another Rock Tomb. But we're not panicking. We still have that Quagsire from before. This Stone Edge is absolutely going to terminate this Charizard. Now we knew he had that Lantern, so we just quick swapped right into it, and we knew that we could get to Frenzy Plant. None of Lantern's moves are really going to hurt us. Hydro Pump would come close. But this Frenzy Plant's going to end this battle for us. So we were very wise with our shields. And we were able to make sure that we still had one just in case. So we've pretty much hit the lead matchup every single time in these practice scenarios. Let's see about this next battle. Fortress versus Quagsire. Now, the key matchup here is that Quagsire can get to Earthquake much faster than we can. So we want to be very wary. We want to store up as much energy as possible. And we make a quick switch into Quagsire. Essentially, Quagsire is going to be, we're essentially sacrificing him. We knew an Earthquake was coming. We decide to go into a bluff and overcharge into Stone Edge. Lucky for us, he shields. We have a feeling it's going to be another Earthquake. We get bluffed into using a shield. And then at this point, he is most likely going to go into an Earthquake. So in order to do that, he needs to be alive. So let's make sure that he shields here. And he does. So we're actually able to exchange 2 shields. He goes into his Earthquake. And there's a little bit of energy left where we're able to hit Stone Edge. Not really sure if he got all 3 rings on that, but I'm pretty sure an Earthquake would have taken us out at that particular time. We get a couple more shots in, but ultimately our Quagsire still goes down. So we want Fortress to come in, get a couple Bug Bites, store up some energy, and although this Charizard comes out, this Rock Tomb is just waiting for him. Awesome. Now in this particular mirror match, we knew that we were ahead on energy. We wanted to go right into the Earthquake. We knew that this was going to leave him with enough health where he needed to make a decision to either use his charge move to feint us down, or we would have Bug Bited him down. Now this allows our Raichu to come in, and if need be, get to that Thunder Punch. So lucky for us, he did not have Heavy Slam. He might have been able to get to it, although that would not have feinted us. Awesome. Hope everyone enjoyed the battles. Tune in next time, and happy Father's Day.